today we're going to use science to make an experiment to tell part of the story of Jonah. We're going to make a whale! I'm just kidding. Although, no, what we're going to do is we're going to make it rain in a glass, because rain is an important part of the story and it came into the story before the whale. So a few things that you're going to need if you want to try this experiment with us. First thing is a tall glass. Second thing, you'll need some extra water with you. Third thing, you'll need some food coloring. Any color will do. Fourth thing, get a spoon. And the last thing that you'll need is some shaving cream. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pour this about half full, like that. And the tall ones kind of work because it allows you to kind of see everything work. And then you're going to take your shaving cream, and what we're going to do is we're going to go about 3/4 of the way up. We don't want to fill it all the way to the top because we want to see what happens with this. It's going to be fun. All right. And then you're going to take your spoon, and we're just going to kind of pat it down, make it a little even here. Just kind of smooth it out on the top. Just like that. All right, and then you can wipe your spoon off. All right, next thing we're gonna do with the remaining water that you have is we're gonna take and we're gonna use the food coloring that you got, and you're just gonna put some drops into it and just kind of get it to the darkness that you want it to be. Just not gonna take much, maybe about 10 drops. Okay, so now the fun part begins. All right, so clouds in the sky hold on to water. They can hold millions of gallons of water. The layer of shaving cream is our pretend layer of clouds in this experiment. So the shaving cream layer can hold on to water. Clouds can't keep storing water forever. Eventually, it gets too heavy, and when that happens, the water falls out and precipitation happens, and that can happen in the form of rain, snow, sleet, or hail. So here's what we're gonna do next. To kind of see our cloud layer and what's underneath, see how long it takes before it gets too heavy and it starts kind of dripping down. So just a spoonful at a time. Just kind of start layering that on top of the shaving cream. Well, look at that. You can see some of it. It's starting to drip down in the front there. Clouds can hold a lot of water. So can shaving cream. So, and then eventually it starts getting too heavy and it just kind of breaks through. Check that out. All right, I'll put that a little closer to the camera there. But all that extra rain that was being held up in the clouds just kind of fell, and you can see there's a large layer there, so that was kind of like a big downpour. So if you want to take this experiment and try it in a couple different ways, you can try it with more water on the bottom, you can try it with less shaving cream, or you can do it just the opposite. You can try less water on the bottom and even more shaving cream. And what you want to do as you're doing that, pay attention to how it drops in there. Is it more of a drizzle, or is it a really big, heavy rain? So what we got here today was a really big, heavy rain. And that brings us back to our story of Jonah, right? So Jonah was running away from God. God made it storm with winds and rain, and not like a drizzle, but a big, heavy downpour. Waves were crashing around the boat that he was on, and the sailors were terrified. When that crew found out that Jonah was the cause of the rain, they were even afraid to throw him overboard because they thought that he would die. But Jonah insisted they throw him over, and when they did, what happened? The wind stopped, the rain stopped, and the waves stopped crashing against the boat. It's a pretty cool experiment. I hope you guys try this. So what I want you guys to do is to read the verses from the book of Jonah and then take some time and look at the questions that follow it. All right? And I would love to see your experiments. So feel free to share those on our social media, our Facebook with us and everything. All right, have fun, guys.